Welcome, you are listening Radio Central News. I am Chandni and now news in detail. India on Saturday recorded 14,516 COVID-19 cases, another all-time high, taking the total number of cases to 3.95 lakhs. Also, the death toll from the highly contagious pathogen rose to 12,948 with 375 more fatalities. The death rate now stands at 3.25 PC. Maharashtra continues to record the maximum cases with 3,827, followed by 3,137 in Delhi and 2,115 in Tamil Nadu. The two states and the Union Territory accounts for more than 60% of fresh cases. In fatalities again, maximum 142 were recorded in Maharashtra, followed by Delhi with 66 and 41 in Tamil Nadu. On the brighter side, the recovery rate improved to 54.12% with total of 2.13 lakh recoveries. The active cases now stands at 1.68 lakhs. The cases are spiking more due to enhanced testing. As per the Union Health Ministry, over 1.90 lakhs tests were conducted on Friday. Tehwar Rana, a key conspirator in the 2008 Mumbai terror attacks, was arrested in Los Angeles, media reports said on Saturday. Rana, 59, a Pakistani-born Canadian, was charged in India with conspiring to plot and carry out the deadly attack in Mumbai, in which over 160 people had lost their lives. According to US prosecutor, he was recently released from the jail on compassionate ground after he told a US court that he has been tested positive for novel coronavirus. But following an extradition request by India, he was again arrested in LA on June 10. Rana had provided support to Pakistan-based terrorist group Lashkar-e-Taiba, which executed the Mumbai attack. He was also convicted for supporting a never-carried-out plot to attack a Danish newspaper that printed cartoons of the Prophet Muhammad in 2005. The cartoons angered many Muslims as pictures of the Prophet are prohibited in Islam. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Saturday launched a massive employment-cum-rural public work campaigns named Garib Kalyan Rozgar Abhiyan to empower and provide livelihood opportunities in rural areas or villages witnessing influx of returning migrant workers affected by the devastating COVID-19. The Abhiyan was flagged off from the village Telihar, block Bildor, district Khagaria, Bihar through video conference. The Prime Minister interacted through video conferencing with the villagers of Telihar, from where the Garib Kalyan Rozgar Abhiyan was formally launched. The Prime Minister inquired from some of the migrants their current state of employment and also whether the various welfare schemes launched during the lockdown period were available to them. Mr. Modi expressed satisfaction after his interaction and pointed out how rural India stood its ground in the fight against COVID-19 and how it is providing an inspiration to the whole country and the world in the moment of crisis. He termed this day as a historic day as a massive campaign kick-started for the welfare of poor for their employment. The Reserve Bank of India has told the Delhi High Court that Google Pay is the third-party app provider and does not operate any payment systems. Therefore, its operations are not in violation of the Payment and Settlement System Act of 2007. RBI has told a bench of Chief Justice D.N. Patel and Justice Prateek Jalan. RBI has also told the court that since Google Pay does not operate any payment system, it does not find a place in the list of authorized payment system operators published by the National Payment Corporation of India. The RBI submission came in response to a PIL by financial economist Abhijit Mishra, who has alleged that Google's mobile payment app, Google Pay or GPay in short, was facilitating financial transactions without the requisite authorization from RBI. Mishra has claimed that GPay was acting as the payment system provider in violation of the Payments and Settlements Act, as it has no valid authorization from the Central Bank of the country to carry out such functions. That is all for today's news bulletin. Stay tuned to Radio Central News for more updates.